guys, we need to work on the base, because if you look at it, it's like this side looks great, looks wonderful. This side doesn't have windows. There is a completely different aesthetic shift from here to here, and I'm not about it. I'm genuinely like I'm not for it. So I've put on some roofs. Some people noticed that last time, and we're going to get the front done, not the back, because that is a Hermitcraft tradition. The back should come later, just so you know. But what I really want to do is I want to start getting interiors, because I've got like two like semi-decent interiors, and I just want the outside done so I know where the doors are, so we can start putting like little people inside doing horrible things, like a torture chair, you know, aesthetic. So when I was sick, Joe, get well soon, Cleo. Joe asked me what I would need if I needed anything, and like I was thinking about this, and I was just like, I'm gonna need a lot of leaves, like a lot, to get through the whole of this building. And I said you could get me some leaves. I was expecting maybe a shulker, maybe two. No. Joe needed mangrove wood apparently. Like Joe has got excessive amounts of mangrove leaves. So and he also got this from me from Tango's. There's an area between Tango's base that he needed cleaning out. So I'm going to go into fast replay mode, and we're going to get the outside. That's my goal. It's going to take me a while, but that's my goal. And welcome to the time lapse that is the entire front of the building. This is going to take a little bit of time to explain. But you know, we've got a couple of minutes of time lapse because this build is huge. I didn't realize quite how big this build was. What you can see is me like trying to get some more depth in. Oh, that camera angle is steep. Trying to get some more depth in the front of the building, like making these two towers. I also wanted to make them like larger than the actual highest point of the building. I think they actually are the same. I should have made them a little bit taller, but you know what, that's fine. The big focal point is this sort of entranceway, and like in the future you're going to go through the entranceway, you're going to see a lot of stuff inside. There's going to be a giant staircase. It's going to look cool, at least that's the plan. But I've got some like nice giant windows, and I'm putting in these walkways because I want to make the front like the castle has to be sort of like walkable. There's going to be like all these gantryways around it, and it's going to look like, I mean, look at it. Just adding like a few windows and a few small touches here and there, like adding another platform in here. Yeah, we go to a close-up of it. Just adding in windows has made it like, it's turned it from like just a giant edifice of doom into actually something that's like, whilst quite austere, because it is like a brutalist kind of style, it's still kind of inviting, and I think that's the blue of the colour scheme actually doing the work. But it's still quite austere. So the next part of this job is this bit, which is obviously the plants. Now, the plants here make a huge difference, and I think what I actually need is I need more of the spore blossoms, because if you look on the other side, the side that's already done and finished, they add a nice pop of colour, which I don't think this side quite has yet. I put in a couple, but like only like maybe 5. I'm going to need a whole bunch of them at some point to finish this off, but I think it looks awesome. Doesn't this look amazing? I am so proud. I think this might be the best thing I've ever built. Like the best like building I've ever built. I mean, obviously armor stands, like they're in a different class, but like the best building I've ever built. I think that's amazing. So there are like 3 things that I want to talk about. One is Beef's game. Beef has asked me to be a games master for the game, which means I am going to be running like official titles. So that's going to be fun, and I'm going to have a lot more content on that front, obviously, where I can just like torment other people. Number 2, some of you may remember that we did a charity stream for Gamers Outreach where we put gaming carts in hospitals. And as you can see from these photos, those carts are now going into hospitals. We are so happy to have raised like nearly 500,000. nearly $500,000. I think it was dollars. I don't think it was pounds. Was raised for Gamers Outreach, and there are a lot of carts going out. This is just the first wave. I think there's at least going to be 3 or 4 waves. It's going to be like, it's a lot. There were a lot of carts that we got. And number 3. Who's that Minecrafter? I wonder who that Minecrafter was, and I wonder what that's in relations to. If you have any guesses, I guess you could tell me in the comments. So, you might think, Cleo, that's not a lot of progress for... Oh, sun's going down. For like nearly a month worth of videos that you've missed, because I have been away because, you know, January. But I also did the back. I'm going to go into a time lapse that that shows you like all of the detail. Well, all of the details, like the cross section of this place. But like, please validate me. And building that took a long time, as you can imagine. But also, XB asked me to visit him at his base. Boom. Ooh. This is nice.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
It's there. I don't know what more you can do.
All right, so Cleo.
Yes, XB.
You've been known to tinker around a little bit with some armor stands, right?
I think we've had experiences together with me tinkering around with armor stands.
Right. Well,
yes.
I mean, it was an experience.
Yes.
It's always an experience.
Yes, I think it went from family friendly XB to not so family friendly. I do remember.
Beheaded bodies everywhere. And it was awesome.
There was a gore issue, from what I remember.
It was fantastic. So this is something I just built recently.
Okay.
As in today.
As in today? Oh, okay.
And so this is a working mine, a working copper mine.
Oh.
But do you notice anything that's missing?
The mine carts to start with. Or did you have any other idea? Did you want people in it?
And possibly some miners.
Some explosions, some people
falling
under rubble.
I was kind of thinking like in this tunnel here, if there was a mine cart, I don't know if you can like get the motion lines behind a mine cart somehow.
I mean,
but then a guy like jumping out of the way of the mine cart, like he wasn't really paying attention. Now he's gonna jump out of the way of it.
I could do that. That's a thing I could do. I mean, what would be a straight line? Okay. I I could use string as like little whizzy lines, like tiny strings coming out the back.
I mean, you know, whatever you come up with, whatever it is, I'm sure.
You want some armor stand magic, is what you're saying.
Right. So, like I say, if there's just like a guy jumping out of the way of it, and then just like whatever you think makes sense throughout the rest of it.
That's the only thing you had. That's like well, just Cleo will think of the other stuff. It's fine.
Well, it's a mine, so if there's a guy here like unloading a cart or whatever, and then if there's like a guy hauling copper this way because that's like the intermediate kind of storage, and then they put it in here for longer term storage.
That seems like a real waste of effort, but sure. I'm going to take this block that's over here and then just put it over here.
The way it started is it was a smaller mine, and this was their storage, right?
Okay.
And so they've got the rail set up to do this, and that was it. But then they, found out that the sheer magnitude of copper.
I see.
And so they expanded, and they just kept the old system.
Okay.
So.
Right. Yep. No, I have. I'm not saying that there will be TNT blocks in here, but there will definitely be TNT heads in here. Just saying.
And then I was thinking if you could have a couple of guys here kind of just lazing, because it's out of sight of, maybe the foreman's out there and they're just kind of here lazing.
Yeah,
getting
no,
ready to have some
absolutely.
food and
I might
then,
try and
like
steal
I said,
Scarland hat so I can put a foreman in charge.
if you want a guy hanging from the ceiling by his pickaxe because he's an idiot or,
Well, yeah, now you've got the idea. There we go.
creative freedom.
How far do you want this to go down, the people?
Well, all I'm really planning is literally like here.
Okay.
I'm not going any further. So
okay, I can do this.
It's more of just like a visual kind of thing. So.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. I can do this. I can do this.
And then there is a little bit down here. I don't know, maybe a guy falling in the lava or something.
You're just looking at me, just saying, look, Cleo, I need to be less family friendly. That's what you're here for.
I never claimed to be family friendly.
Look, you're the one that changed the gore originally on the exploded worm. To be more.
If you want a little bit of somebody actually getting hit by a minecart, I'm down. Like, do it to it.
There we go. That's what I'm after. Murder.
You have creative freedom. I mean, as long as there's not like certain acts happening, then I'm good.
I don't know what those certain acts would be, but like I had somebody being ripped in half before, so
Well, no, that's fine.
That's okay. Okay.
The other acts that YouTube doesn't like.
Oh, yeah, no, that was not what I was thinking of at all.
Right.
But it's just the murder. We're fine with. We've hit murder as our.
Murder's fine. The other stuff, let's kind of leave that. Yeah.
Very American. This is now my favourite base of all time. I've even spoken to Scar during a live stream about what he would recommend for landscaping. So, like, I'm just going to spend so much time doing armor stands and making this beautiful and doing interior work. And so, yeah, in a couple of days, you're going to see some armor stand work. And a very special announcement. I've been Zombie Cleo. This has been Hermitcraft. Class dismissed. Who's that Minecrafter?